One day she was on her way home from school. Beautiful sunny day. Early in spring, the flowers were blooming, the birds were singing, and she heard this tap, tap, tapping sound. She thought, maybe it's a thrush that's caught a snail and is trying to break it against a stone, and she looked through the bushes to see what it was, and what did she see? A leprechaun, working away making his shoes, tap, tap, tapping with his little hammer. Oh, she said, if I catch this leprechaun, I can get the pot of gold. So very quietly, she snuck in through the hedge, around to the back of the leprechaun, and she grabbed him. Oh, squeeze, sir me! He said, let me go, let me go. So leprechauns only speak in Irish, you know that, don't you? Squeeze, sir me, let me go. He said, no, she said, I'm not letting you go, I want your pot of gold. Oh, he says, let me go and I'll tell you where the pot of gold is. No, she said, you're not going to catch me out like that. Tell me where your pot of gold is. And he says, all right. If you go out of here and up the hill into the field on the right-hand side, in that field there's great big oxeye, there's a great big oxeye daisy growing, and under that daisy is my pot of gold. Now please let me go. No, she said, you're staying with me till I get the pot of gold. And she kept her eye on the leprechaun, and she walked up the top of the hill into the field on the right, looking for the oxeye daisy. Do you know what she saw when she got into that field? There was hundreds of them. The field was full of oxeye daisies. Ah, she said, see, aren't I lucky I didn't let go of you? Now I'll find out which daisy the gold is under. In through the field she went, and she said, is it this daisy? No. That daisy? No. This daisy? No. That daisy? No. This daisy? Yes. Can't tell a lie, see? She said, great, it's under this daisy. Oh, all I need now is to dig it up. She said, I've no shovel with me. Do you bring a shovel in your school bag when you go to school? But she had no shovel either, and she thought, what am I going to do? And when she put her hand up in her hair, there was a beautiful red ribbon her mother had tied her hair up with that morning, and she had an idea. And she said to the leprechaun, promise me that if I tie this ribbon around the daisy, you won't take it off. And the leprechaun said, I promise I will not take the ribbon off the daisy. So she took the ribbon out of her hair. She let the leprechaun go to tie around the daisy, and as soon as she let him go, he disappeared. She tied the ribbon around the daisy, and she ran home, into the house, out through the back, grabbed the shovel out of the shed, back up the road, into the field. And do you know what she saw in that field? Was her red ribbon still on the daisy? It was. But do you know what was on every other daisy in that field? A red ribbon exactly the same as hers. So she never found the pot of gold. So what you need to remember now is, if you think you've a chance of meeting a leprechaun, make sure you have a shovel with you.
Yeah.